Boys, so we're on the PBE. We're testing out patch 13.20. We're going to be testing out to see how good is Red Kayn. Now, Green Smite did get nerfed, but not really, because it removed the tenacity and slow resistance. But you only got the tenacity and slow resistance whenever you had your shield up. But they actually made your shield stronger, so I wouldn't really say the tenacity and the slow resistance was exactly the thing that was keeping me involved with Green Smite. Was the shield, and the fact that they made the shield better makes me kind of think that, you know, maybe Green Smite's still good. And Red Smite's also still a good option. Blue Smite's really the main one that got nerfed, got taken down not, so that's really the one that I would say is the dilemma. But we're going to be testing out Red Kayn because Conqueror actually did receive a pretty significant nerf. The damage on that going down by a pretty solid amount, so we're going to try and see, is Red Kayn still good? Is Red Kayn still playable? Because if you guys haven't already seen, I have a bunch of YouTube videos based on Blue Kayn, the new Blue Kayn changes, the new Blue Kayn items. And I think Blue Kayn plays amazingly, especially because Blue Kayn isn't as obsessed with objectives as Red Kayn is, and objectives kind of lost their early game strength. But I will tell you something, is that objectives scale a lot better now, at least the Dragon Souls do. So playing for those dragons, playing to rush dragons and get that early Dragon Soul can be an amazing way to win games. So I'll try and just see how that works. Alright. And we're still going to be going with the same items. Gore Drinker, Cleaver, Grudge, if I get ahead, you know, stuff like that. Alright, let's see. Do I use my Q here one more time? I think so. I'm going to have to wait a couple seconds, but it's going to be around the same time. This is just a little bit healthier. Now we're going to Q over this wall. Nice. Looks like a Mumu starting Raptors, which I wouldn't really encourage that many people to do. Just because I think Raptors start is a little bit of a debate. I don't really think you need to start Raptors as much anymore. After the buffs to Raptors early on, but giving more scaling XP, yeah, I think it's a little bit less incentivized. I think full clearing is a pretty good strategy. Full clearing is also just a great way to get your smite stacked faster. And the faster you stack your smite, the faster you're going to be clearing mid to late. Because you lose out on a little bit of clear speed after your first clear. Because your first clear, you get double the damage, actually, believe it or not. But after that, it goes down until you get that tier 3 smite. So you're kind of incentivized to farm a little bit more in this meta. That's why I think Blue Kayn's really good. Red Kayn kind of fight a lot. So I might actually change the runes. As you can see, I'm running Conquer Inspiration. I might go to a Conquer Resolve or maybe Conquer Sorcery with Water Walking, because Water Walking got a pretty nice buff, I must say. Oh, what the heck? Old guy in my jungle. Ah, can't say I've ever been invaded by a Mumu before. That's weird. That is weird. Yeah, well, he does. That's an old season Mumu. Because he tried to smite the camp for healing, but you can't smite the camp for healing anymore. There's a Katarina trailing them, so I'm a little bit cautious for them on that, but other than that, should be good. Yeah, that pretty much went exactly how I thought a early Mumu invade would go. Mumu's not really an invade champion. That's why it's important to understand how champions kind of work. Ha, gaming. Yeah, we're gaming, buddy. Good stuff. Alright. Scuttle did receive a little bit of a buff, but not for the early game, only for the mid to late. So Scuttle does not have any more power than it did before. It actually gives you more XP later on. It gets a little bit tankier in the later on as well. So yeah, Red Kayn runes aren't fully set in stone. I might be making a guide just because so many jungle changes. Would you guys be interested in a guide? I'm actually quite curious because I know a lot of people have asked me for them in the past, but I think better now than ever would it be good to make an ultimate Kayn guide. With this patch, there's so much that's changing, there's so much that's fluctuating, and it kind of reminds me, it's very reminiscent of the old days of how we used to play the FFO days, if you guys remember, farm form objectives,
by the way,
where you farm a lot,
who would unironically
you fight a lot, and you get the objectives.
Hello, Mr. Dylan. How are you today? How's the games going?
But it's a pretty well acquired, very fun. It's pretty much how Kayn was designed to be played. It's kind of going back to those days. So I think a guide would not be the worst idea. I'm definitely going to have a lot of videos, so make sure to stay tuned with that. All the builds and all the paths and all the guides and all that. But a full-blown ultimate Kayn guide, I feel, is in the works. Now, obviously, I'm going to wait for this patch to hit live service before I make a Kayn guide. I do want to make sure I get all the ins and outs for all elos, not just, low elo, because in PB I can only really play against a certain demographic of players, which is not always Challenger. But when it comes to live servers, I can play, in all elos. And I can kind of give more insight on how I think the game should be played all around as opposed to just in one specific category. Because I think the difference between high elo and low elo is going to be very significant. Very significant. Because I think it's a lot more scaling in low elo and it's a lot more early game in high elo. So the runes fluctuate very, very hardly based on that. Yeah, we're going to look for this play here. We got a pretty nice angle. We don't have the CC though. Gonna sweep just to make sure. Yeah, my Grom's gonna be a little bit to respawn here because of the delay on the invade, so you always want to make sure that you're ganking from an angle. Alright, let's get it. Probably go for the Nami here. Go for them both, actually. Go for them both. Okay, now I'm actually quite curious. How easy can I still take the dragon? I believe I could still take the dragon pretty easily. Now, I mentioned in my blue Kayn video, if you guys watched that, that I don't typically solo drakes or do drakes or objectives early because the nerfs to both early objectives. Rift now giving less gold and dragon giving less stats. And, you know, right here, these two, they don't give me damage reduction anymore. They remove that. But based off the damage I'm seeing and the damage I'm dealing, you definitely can still go for early dragon solo, so... Red Kayn, oh my god, what the hell? That outsmited my smite. You guys saw that? Well, as I was going to say, Red Kayn is 100% going to be able to, what do we call it? Play off objectives more. So, pushing for that early objective would be great. Because you're playing for scaling. So, all my lower elo players, I mean, honestly, all elos. I want to even just, you know, single out the lower elo players, just all elos. I think you want to just prioritize those objectives. Because yes, they do give less stats early on, they do give less value, but they give way more scaling. When you get a Dragon Soul, I'm just gonna say if you get Dragon Soul as Red Kayn, I believe the game's over. That's because before it was already kind of like that, and then they kind of made it way better. So I would definitely say that it's food for thought. Now the question I'm gonna have to ask myself is what is more valuable, this Rift, or farming, or ganking? Because Rift definitely holds value, but the plates being lowered and the Rift gold being lowered, is it ever worth to take Rift as Red Kayn? Blue Kayn, sure, why not? Gold is gold. But Red Kayn doesn't necessarily need that gold as much as Blue Kayn. He's more of a low econ champion. He's more so incentivized to get his form and win out through the lanes because you're a team play champion. You know, you play with your team. And Rift doesn't really scream team play too much to me. It's a lot more of a selfish objective, so I'm kind of at the crossroads with this one. I'll probably take it now and just try and see the value I find in it, but yeah. Alrighty. We are gaming. Ooh. Let's hope a Mumu doesn't come out of anywhere. Let's come and yoink this. We gotta be rushing that tier 3 smite. I think Red Kayn will be a little bit more weak than Blue Kayn. I think this new meta, this new patch, Red Kayn will be a little bit more weak. Because Red Kayn doesn't get his smite upgrade as fast. He doesn't move around the map as fast. But he does get, honestly, I guess you could say that he splits the strength. He's very good, but also very bad. Because selfishly, if you play selfish as Red Kayn, you're not going to find any success. Now, if you play with your team and if you play for objectives, I think you're going to find a whole lot of success. Objectives meaning dragons specifically, as I just mentioned. But yeah, I don't know. This match is very, very interesting. I'm going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to have a lot of fun testing things out and figuring things out. That's why I mentioned a guide. Because if I don't even know, you know, the best plays right now, how are you guys going to know? I'm sure I'll figure it out. And when I do, I'll be sure to let all of you guys know. I guess I could just say, yeah, I do very much plan on making a guide at this point in time. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, a guide would be perfect. So, I'll be working on that after I'm done with all these PBE videos. I will be working on it, and that'll be my next upload. Alright. So, we could probably look for an invade here. A deep little invade and a control ward would be great. Why is he playing Green Smite now? Oh, I've always played Green Smite on Red Kayn. That's something I've always done. I think Green Smite kind of ate a pseudo nerf. I don't really think the nerf is actually a nerf. A lot of people that actually understand how Green Smite worked in the past would know that actually didn't really get nerfed. A lot of people were saying it got gutted. No, I don't think so. Moving the tenacity and slow resistance when it only applied when having shield up was very limited. Incredibly limited, I would actually like to point out. You're gonna try and flash. I wanted to wait for that flash, to be honest. Oh, no way I didn't make that. Come here, Ash. Heh. I think she gets the execute. Oh, Jin with the sniper. Beautiful. Gaming. We're gaming. Good stuff. I know some of you, deep in your head, you're like, what if we went purple Kayn here? We'll get purple Kayn in there. I usually have to figure out best for red, best for blue, and then throw in purple. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. I'll probably figure it out before I release the guide, if that makes you feel better. It makes you feel better. If you guys don't know, if any new Kayn players out there, basically, whenever you are going red form and you get your blue form first, you can go blue with red build, red runes, and that's what you call purple Kayn because it makes sure red and blue. Similar if you were to, be playing blue, but you get your red form first, vice versa. So yeah, red Kayn, blue Kayn, purple Kayn. Don't worry, we make sure to make all of them just as useful as the next. Ooh, maybe we I was gonna say we could force a play here. I do have item, but I don't have ult. This guy has ult, so I think I just jump on him. That's usually the best bet when you're alone, separating. See, oh wow, I got that. That was incredibly ballsy. That was incredibly ballsy there. The Mumu is not the champion you want to tower dive with his ult up and his Q up. It's definitely not. Oh, she just went ham on me. She is gaming. Oh no. That was not good. Should've just played for that dragon, but it's fine. We lose. Wait, do we lose Rift? No, we don't lose it. A little bit delayed, but we're fine. Definitely a Merc Treads angle. Whenever I go Red Kayn, I go defensive boots. Oh wow, he's looking for the dragon. This guy's stealing my ideas. I'm fine with losing the fight. Oh yeah, there's the Gragas coming in. Let's go. You go bruiser items while playing blue Kayn. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's called purple Kayn. That's exactly what I was just talking about, my boy. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say it. I don't think I found a lot of value out of my Rift. Even though I know I didn't crash it. Even if I were to crash it, at most you get like, I mean, it's 50. You literally lose 100 gold on it. Because usually when you crash a Rift, what do you get? You get 2 plates. 2 plates. That's 50 gold, 50 gold, 100 gold. That's pretty bad. And then you lose 100 gold on a total, so that's another 100 gold you're missing out on. I would say the only time you want to prioritize Rift is if you have the potential of taking a tower and therefore pushing the game forward into the next phase. But oh, we're gonna have a lot of conversation about Rift. We're gonna have a lot of conversation about Rift. I think Rift is literally only if there's literally nothing else to do. If there's nowhere to gank, nothing else to do, and you're just wanting to fight maybe. I'm surprised that they nerfed Rift, because I didn't think Rift was that powerful, but no, I guess so. I just got to kill in Katarina there. Sorry, I'm getting lost in my own. If I go on a tangent, sometimes I get lost in my own thoughts. I'm a very big thinker when it comes to this game. There's so many different things that goes on in my mind as I'm playing. Speaking of which, itemization. So itemization, I feel like a lot of people don't really understand itemization for Red Kayn. I always have to reiterate this. Is Spear Shojin's kind of a bait. It's definitely kind of a bait. A lot of people think Spear Shojin's BIS, but I actually heavily disagree. I think Cleaver outweighs and outstrengths Shojin 9 times out of 10. The only time that Shojin's ever better is if they don't have anyone stacking armor, but majority of the time you're running into comps that are always stacking armor, so. Oh, by the way, Kayn tip number 1, only real Kayn mains upgrade form out of Fountain. If you're a real Kayn main, you know the answer as to why. Alright, let's get blue buff. And see, right here, getting second Rift when you still have T1 towers up is actually valuable. Getting first Rift, if there's anything else to do, I wouldn't say is as valuable, because golden XP is going to be playing a huge factor in like winning the thing that people don't realize is like, oh, how could Rift be bad? You know, you're getting something out of it. Well, the thing is that if you have the choice between getting gold and XP or getting the rift, you want the gold and XP because that'll help you get the dragons later on. And stacking the dragons later on is basically how you win. I got you, buddy. I got you. Ow. Oh, it sucks is that my ear is really itchy right now, and I can't itch it because of mid-fight. Cancel my my Q there, otherwise I would have killed them all, but it's fun. Alright. Yeah, we did not get our item power spike yet, so it's fine. But I'm still so confused because I'm so confused. I really wonder what happened in the conversation for Rioters when they were nerfing the dragons. Is that they nerfed all the dragons early game, but then they buffed the dragon souls, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, they're making more power in the mid late. They're nerfing the early game, sure. But they just completely left Chemtech out of it for both the nerfs and the buffs. It was like, hey, yeah, you know what, Chemtech, you're fine. Go off. Go do your thing. Like, oh, okay. Chemtech is just like unchanged in both regards. So confusing by that. So confused by that, but it's fine. Alright.
By the way, this was Karasmai.
Oh, my thanks, my boy. Thanks for the 2 years. Welcome back.
Hype, you're doing good, Dylan.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Let's get the Rift. Could use Rift to add pressure in mid, pivot over towards the dragon. That'd be great. You know that I'm on this, so we gotta send the boys. Yeah, we kinda need Lulu to stop solo laning bot lane. They're separated here, so this is where we just look to kill Mumu. Beautiful. Oh, what? How did he do that? And he grabbed the rift. Ah, well, at least we got it. The reason why I hate when laners take the rift is because they always wind up just wasting it. Just gonna like throw it down randomly and do nothing with it. 99.9 times out of 10, people do not know how to use rift. That's why junglers should always be able to take it. I think whoever kills it should be the only one who takes it. That's a bit of a nerf and a buff in the same regard. Because it just... I think that'd be great. Wouldn't you say so? Whoever kills it should be the one who takes it. It means junglers are 9 times out of 10 gonna get it. But, I don't know. I just feel like that's best idea for that. Alright, they didn't reset here and Dragon's up in 16, so... kind of dangerous. Because enemy Mumu really loves to rush objectives, and he did not use his ult. That's a little bit Monka W. Also have, I mean, we do have Gragas TP, that's good. No vision though, is what I was gonna say. Gonna have to TP to a minion. Body TP'd immediately, that's great. Gotta sidestep as I go here. We're gaming. That's a good rift. Nice. By that pressure there. Ashe is stuck in bot lane here, so we just play to kill this, I feel. Best idea. The Mumu playing to steal this bad boy. Oh no. I did not think he was gonna die that fast. Here's my ulti, but we should be fine. Katarina got nothing. Nothing kill me, that is. Oh, nice. We're gaming. I definitely am noticing a massive like lack of strength. Yeah, I think I get where Red Kayn's heading. He might honestly get buffed because no one that plays Red Kayn wants to play like this. You have to play very team reliant. A lot of your games are going to look like this. You're rarely going to find yourself getting a lot of kills or getting a lot done with Red Kayn on your own. You're going to need to play with your team, for your team, by your team, everything team reliant. So it's definitely going to be playable. It's definitely going to be netting people wins, but it's going to be not as enjoyable. I'm just going to go reset. I was going to wait to see if we could stall that play for my ulti, but I'm just going to reset. Alright, so with that being said, we're just going to get some defensive here. On the good note, there are some good defensive items. Like Branduin's got a pretty good buff. They lower the price on that by a good amount. Visage is amazing. Sterix is amazing. See, that's the thing, is that even though Red Kayn is weak because of all the nerfs that he ate and Conqueror getting nerfed, his damage is weak, but his tankiness is absurd. And Cleaver still gives him some damage to make him playable. So he's actually not bad. It's just that his playstyle is not going to really be fitting of any people that actually like to play Red Kayn. No, because you're going to have to play so, like, weird, I would say. Really weird. He's juking me out. Yeah, the fun thing about Ashe here is that Ashe can only auto me if she's in my W range. So, she can't really ever auto me. Dodge that. Yeah, so see, you can just get incredibly tanky. You can get incredibly tanky. So this game I'd probably get Randuin, it's probably get Visage Sterix. There's some really good tanky items. You're spamming bot ganks more beneficial than getting Rift? Yeah, I think anything. Farming camps, aiming ganks, anything is more valuable than getting Rift. Rift is only there if you have nothing else to do. They made Rift really like useless for like teamfight champions like Red Kayn or something. By the way, they did make Baron a lot tankier, so Gragas not being here is pretty foolish, I would say. This is also pretty foolish that we just all got off the Baron air. I guess we just play to win the fight. It's fine. Yeah. Shoot it. Yeah, I'll shoot it. Camp healing. I would just chase down a Mumu. See, that's the whole thing about a drain tank, is that you're supposed to sustain, so being able to sustain, pretty good. Nice. Good job. Yeah, that was pretty risky. See, that's another reason why you're kind of like less incentivized to want to play Red Kayn, just because like you're really relying on your team. Really relying on your team. So if your team does silly things, you kind of just got to go along with it and hope it works out. You know, Blue Kayn has a lot more control. Most junglers have a lot of control. Red Kayn's like, I'm #1 team servant. But you're going to find a lot of success with playing him. I'm not trying to say that you shouldn't play him. I'm just saying that you're going to win a lot, but you're probably not going to be having as much fun as most Kayn players do, because most Kayn players, like me, are very edgy and they want to be the main character. We have main character syndrome. You know, it's not even self-diagnosed, it's just kind of acknowledged at this point. Oh, this is terrifying. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Just gonna keep my Baron here. Keep my Baron, and we're gonna go for the Dragon Soul. Gonna wait for my ulti to come up. Post 20 minutes, so I get full value out of these minions here. Watch what a full value minion wave looks like for a jungler. Oh, yes! Look at that XP. That was juicer. Now I get level 15 off this prompt. Play for the Dragon here. I'll die for the seal as well. I do not mind. See that Mumu griefed really hard by not going for that tier 3 smite rush that I was talking about earlier. Attack my Conqueror here.
By the way, if this was Karasmai, we would unironically win this game.
Oh, anti-heal is kind of brutal. Yeah, see how tanky you get? Yep. Nice. Giuseppe, thanks to 9 months. Gaming. Are you building Omen? I know what you think. Omen's really only good in the crit users, which most of the time is true, but because it got lowered in the gold cost, it's actually really gold efficient, and it's great for being able to stay on top of these champions like not I almost said a Mumu, like Katarina and Ashe that I'm just chasing around. So you see I'm just like chasing them around. I guess you could argue that Force of Nature would be good, but I actually think Visage is way more valuable than like Thornmail. If you want to compare the stats of like Thornmail to Visage, because yeah, I know probably best item into this type of comp would be like a Thornmail or maybe even like a Frozen Heart, but those stats compared to what Visage Sterix would give me instead of having to go Force of Nature, pretty good. Pretty good. So be able to get something to help me stay on top of them is basically my whole thought process here. Now we're gonna be going for this. Oh yeah, next two items gonna be Visage and Sterix. They don't really have any sustain really, so I don't really have to worry about too much anti-heal. My bad. We're gaming. To look at Amumu's camps, it's because he didn't get his tier 3 smite. You gotta farm, you gotta get the tier 3 smite, then you start gaming. Get a big slow here. Get inside of her. Let me get on top of her. There it is. There's the instant Randuin's value. So do you guys see what I mean? Red Kayn's still gonna be good. Conqueror actually, oh my god, Conqueror is... Go ahead and try and help me theory craft. If you guys have any idea, make sure you comment down below. Or if you're watching on Twitch, which I know you guys are, then feel free to let me know what rune you might think is better. Because a lot of runes got nerfed. There's a big list of them if you want to go check the patch notes. Let me know what rune you might think will be best for Red Kayn, because this is pretty pitiful. This is pretty bad. And I understand Electrocute got nerfed, like Harvest got nerfed, a lot of them got nerfed. First Strike, honestly, on top, but I don't think First Strike is really Red Kayn viable. But if anyone has any idea for a Red Kayn rune that seems good, feel free to let me know, because yeah, this is pitiful. This is, for how much fighting there's been in this game, this is disturbing. I do love the precision tree, and I know yeah, pretty much every rune got nerfed. I would say this is my blue buff. I would say this is pretty bad. It's pretty gross. I'm not an enjoyer of this. Got him. Oh, I'll fight them. No, I'll fight them. We could fight this. Because remember what I said about Ashe earlier? Kind of needs to be in my attack range or to hit me. Oh wait, no, she's hitting me plenty. Why is Akali not out me here? I feel like our Akali should kill the 80 carry and support, right? That's unlucky. I don't think we lose the game off that. See, that's also what I mean when I say you need to rely on your team. So you're probably not going to enjoy it that much in terms of fun. Because I could carry any team fight, but I can't carry a team fight if for some reason they don't hit who they need to hit. So I can't really kill these two. I mean, maybe I could. But then Katarina would kill my entire team. Or Mumu would get the combo to kill my entire team. Yeah, that was kind of a, I don't know, a little bit hard to play there. I was like spam pinging for help too. I have red buff here though. Red buff will help me out. Probably go for a bot inhib after Baron. Actually, no, we can go top, because there's a lot of towers to get there and get a lot of gold. Yeah, just gotta kill Ashe. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to catch out. Look at that. Can't even touch her. I mean, can we go do the Baron? Oh, it's so bad. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I'm inside the Ashe here. Oh, I thought that stun was gonna hit there. Oh, we got it though. Nice. Scaling. You know, as much as I insulted Conqueror, I do want to give a special shout out to my boy Overheal though. Not everybody who sleeps on the Overheal. Nice. Good job, Jin. Enduins is worth it even when they don't have crit? Yeah, because they're slow. What horror game we playing tonight? Phasmophobia. Alright, so we're gonna go stairs. I'll probably get Elixir of Wrath here instead of Elixir of Iron. Oh my god, look at this armor and MR. Alright, let's get blue buff. If you guys don't know, Elder is way better than Baron, so we're gonna go for Elder Drake. I could play in front of my Jhin and peel for him because he's more of a threat than Ashe, but at the same time, I'm kind of a threat in my own regard here, so that's kind of an interesting ulti there. Oh wow, I actually lose this. This is a perfect game to show how Red Kayn works. I mean, Akali's the one who can kill Ashe. Gragas can't kill Ashe. They end mid. I tried to. No, they don't. I think I got the wave there. Otherwise, we would have lost that. Yeah, because Jin's all the damage. Akali just needs to do something in a fight, and then we can win. Try and steal this. No, they're doing it pretty slow. Aw, man, I got him too late. Oh, I can't ult anybody. Damn. That stinks. We are not gaming. This is a perfect game to show how Red Kayn works, though. Really good at getting objectives. You can set your team up, but you can't solo carry. Ooh. Look at those Jhin snipes, though. Look at that boy go. The Jhin savior. Should just heal. Yeah, just heal. Gragas ulted away the people that I can ult. That's kind of a bit of an issue as well. I mean, we should just fight them, to be honest. Alright, now we just end mid. No way that worked. That just worked. Go for the end here. We just hit towers, being Graggy Boy tank. I didn't even damage her. Wow. Ah, okay, never mind, we lost. we lose now? Kali probably should have been there as well. That's not good. Ah, yeah, we did lose. I felt like a Kali should have been grouped anyway. Yeah, we lost. GG's. 35-minute Red Kayn game. Yeah, this is exactly why I'm probably not going to be playing Red Kayn as much next patch. Holy. Get my item at least. Look, I was full build. Wow. GG's.